Thank you to the women of Sandata. I'm sure you are all over the world and not only in India, and I hope most of you are Indians. So this is primarily looking at an India audience and an Indian crowd. What first we have to realize is that persistent studies across the world, with starting with Brazil, then moving to India, South Africa, and all these places, when people at the bottom of the pyramid we consider people who are poor below the poverty line, and the government has transferred money to the poor, it has always been that that transfer has to take place in the hands of the women of the house. It is proven with research that women are generally more responsible and they care about their family. Generally, at the lower levels, men resort into drinking habits and fritter away the money, which would change the economics of the family. So, for a family unit to succeed, it is very important that a woman succeeds. Most of the knowledge that I have gained in finance, economics, and whatever in life is thanks to my mother. So, it is a old adage which my mom used to say: if you educate a woman, you financially empower a woman, you empower a family, and not only that, you empower generations. So, if you are financially responsible, not only will you change the life of your family, but you will affect the life of your children, both boys and girls. You will make them more educated, you will put them through good schools and universities, and make them responsible citizens of the world. And then your family is lifted. So it is more important that first generation women learn how to invest and how to manage money, because it is true that women are more responsible than men. I may not like it, the world may not like it, but that is the truth. Study after study has shown this in all classes of people. Unfortunately, like all other fields, investment is a field where there is a great gender disparity. You will have very few people who are considered as women asset managers, but you will be surprised to know that they are very successful women managers. The chairman and managing director of Fidelity, one of the world's largest investment company, is a lady. Like that, there are many ladies who are into fund management these days. What I would like you to do is to understand the importance of money and what role it plays in the life of you and your family and how it can empower you. So this is the idea today. Basically, all of us use this as a currency and we think this is of great value. We think that the central banks of the world, this is an Indian 500 rupee note. This could easily be a $100 US note, or it can be a British pound. Wherever you are, we all think there is some value to this. The truth is, there is no value to this note. The value is the belief that you confer on it. That you believe that this is worth 500 rupees. You believe it's worth $100. You believe it's worth 100 British pounds. Within the jurisdiction of India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to West Bengal, everyone believes in this note. And this is used as a transfer instrument to transfer goods and services among people. This is the actual use. If you take this currency says, I promise to pay the bearer the sum of rupees 500. But actually, if you take this to the Reserve Bank, nobody is going to give you 500 grams or 500 rupees worth of gold. Most of you believe that there is a lot of gold in the Reserve Bank and this note is printed in equivalence to the amount of money that is there. What you have to realize is this is a piece of paper and nothing else. Money has two functions. One, like I already explained to you, it is a medium of exchange between two individuals. Originally, it was barter. Barter became very uncomfortable, so people had to use a medium of exchange, and that is how money was invented. Now, governments don't even need to print money. All they have to do is to hit a computer button. If the Reserve Bank wants to create money, he'll just hit a computer button and the money will get created in the account of State Bank of India. And the RBI will buy government bonds. This is how money is created, and money is being created every day by all governments, and government borrowings have kept going up. What is the consequence? The second value effect of money is the value of money should be protected. That means the prices of goods and services should not go up too much nor come down too much. If the price of goods and services come down too much, none of you will spend the money. You will take it and put it in your pillow. Then the economy will sink. If the value of the money decreases, I am saying if the value of the money keeps increasing, nobody will spend. If the value of money keeps decreasing, you will lose confidence in the rupee, like what has happened in Zimbabwe and other currencies. And there are some Ecuador and other countries where the local currency does not operate. It is the US dollar that operates. This is called as dollarization. Zimbabwe tried dollarization for some time till they recreated their own currency. I think it's Ecuador or Peru which has a dollar economy today. Argentina went into a dollar economy at some time. If the value of the rupee declines beyond a point too fast, people will be out on the streets. This is why politicians do not allow the currency to fall dramatically. But even if the value of rupee, dollar, British pound declines all the time. How do you know it has declined? I am 56. I have a bill with me, was issued in 1972, when 1972 March, when I was about 4 years and about 9 months old. The price of gold in that is 27 rupees and 25 paisa a gram. I have that bill. I have that chain which my father bought. He bought 18 grams at 27 rupees 20 paisa, and including tax, the price was 550 rupees. 50 years down the line, if I weigh the same gold, the same 18 grams of gold is there. But if I keep 550 rupees, the scales will not match. I have to keep nearly 2 lakh of whatever is 18 into 6,000 rupees for the scales to match today. So basically what it is I have to keep a lakh of rupees minimum for the scales to match. The value of rupee has declined from that 550 rupees in 1972 to this level where it is 1 lakh. But gold has remained constant. This is not only in India. Till 15th August 1971, gold was being sold and traded at an American government denominated rate of $36 an ounce. When Nixon announced that he cannot supply gold at $36 an ounce, the gold was allowed to float, and today gold is at 1,920 rupees an ounce. An ounce is 30 grams. So whether in terms of dollar or whether in terms of rupee, the price of gold has gone up. Gold has no use. It is either under the earth, or it is stored in bank vaults, or it lies as jewelry in your neck or your ears or your fingers as rings. But gold is inert, and except without mercury, it cannot react with anybody. It cannot react with any metal or acid or anything. Only with mercury it forms mercury chloride. So, and it is a rare metal. It's not easy to get gold. Therefore, gold retains a value because you cannot manufacture it. Towards history, all your great scientists, whether it is Kepler or Newton, till the earlier 20th century, were all alchemists. Alchemists were basically people who tried to convert iron into gold. They could never convert iron into gold, but they found the laws of physics and the laws of chemistry, and whatever as you have studied today to sit in your place is all because men tried to convert iron into gold and finally gave up. There used to be another commodity, diamond, which is also very valuable. But now science has progressed to such an extent that it is possible to create lab-grown diamonds. So even a great expert will need a microscope to find out whether it is lab-grown or whether it is an original diamond. So the prices of diamond have stopped growing and have become stagnant. So far, there is no equivalent to gold. Only Bitcoin is a feeble attempt to copy gold. So, and what is the advantage of gold is, in countries like India and which are developing, the poor and the middle class do not have access to bank finance. That is, even if you want to take a loan, you will have to give a personal loan, you have to give your salary slip and everything, and money is credited. In times of emergency, and everybody will go through it at some stage in life, you will need gold to convert it into cash. In the middle of the night, you take gold to a pawnbroker and get cash. Nobody else will trust any other currency. Gold is fungible. The gold is same whether it is in India or whether it is in America. Whatever value you get for 1 kg gold minus 15% taxes that the government of India levies, you will get the same money with a pawnbroker in New York, or the same value in Pakistan or Colombo or wherever you choose to go. So Gold is fungible. It is a universal currency. Why do not governments like gold? Why do we tax gold? We tax gold because gold has no use and the economy will sink. Basically, because I convert money into gold, if there is no use. Cash is converted into an asset which goes into banks. But we should not worry about that because tomorrow when you are in an emergency, no government is going to turn up at a hospital or at a university to pay fees for your children or take care of your parents. So gold remains a very viable investment option for you. Tomato can go to 200 rupees and fall back to 30 rupees. But gold, once it goes. It doesn't come back. It goes in small increments without you realizing it. Just like rupee continues to fall. As I speak to you, rupee has hit a new low of 83.25 today. So the rupee keeps declining and you don't watch it every day. At the same time, when gold goes up, the news is there in every news. Gold hit 6,000 today. Gold hit 7,000. And this is news. So gold gives you an idea of how much inflation is happening and how much value of currency is eroding at all times. You have to understand the universal truth that currency always erodes. And gold is a true indicator of how much is eroding. In my calculation, every individual household in India needs to accumulate 400 grams of gold, which means you will get about 16 lakhs of finance across the counter without asking anything. So that will be sufficient for an emergency. You may not be able to do it in a year or 2 years, but in 5 years, if you set up your mind, you can achieve it. Does it mean that you don't do any other investment but do only gold? No. You keep acquiring. Gold can be bought in milligrams also in the exchange, and you can buy it in milligrams and grams. Over a period, most of you will be young in your early 20s or early 30s. You have a long time to go before you do gold. The other thing that happens when you start your career is you will have an LIC uncle, aunt, or some father's friend, mother's friend, some cousin brother who will turn up out of the woodwork and try to sell you an LIC policy. These days, it's not only life insurance of India policy, it is also other insurance companies. You do not require insurance. Do not mix insurance with investment. Insurance and investment are two separate products and should not be confused with each other. So, what are the two types of insurance which you require? One is a term insurance. In case you are not there, your child will be able to survive. It is for young people like you. 1 crore term insurance is not a big deal. Even if your company covers you for a 1 crore insurance, it is better that you take it separately because you turn till the age of 80, you are insured. Also, make sure that your spouse also takes a 1 crore term insurance. In case of something like COVID and one of you are not there, your kids will have a life. I have seen several cases where the mother and father have died and there is a problem. And except perhaps the house of Tatas, nobody insures there is no adequate term insurance provided by the company. So it is always better that you take 1 crore. This 1 crore should not include the value of a house loan. If you have a 50 lakh house loan or a 30 lakh house loan, it should be 1.5 crores. Second, always take a medical insurance. I know your corporate will cover you for insurance. Normally it is between 3 to 5 lakhs. 3 to 5 lakhs will not get you anywhere today. Minimum you need 10 lakhs. You will all leave your company one day. After age 45, in India to get medical insurance is very difficult. They will show you some condition and say this is excluded, that is excluded. So in your early 30s, mid 30s or early 40s, please get an insurance for yourself, your spouse and your family. Children, if you have aged parents who are dependent on you, mark the corporate insurance only for them because they will not get insurance outside. You take family insurance outside so that whatever 3 or 5 lakhs is given in the company can go for the parents. Some companies do not insure parents. They insist that the staff pay for it. You pay and take that insurance because a group insurance is far cheaper. When they go past 55, 60, like my age of 56, insurance becomes very expensive. But you please do not get caught without a health insurance of at least 10 lakhs. You should not bargain because go to a reputed company like Tata's. You can choose the company, not the company registered from Madras. Don't ask me the name. So that company should settle claims because you are paying your premium in the hope that you will get your claim settled at some time. When you turn up at the counter, if the company refuses the insurance, there is no point. If you have had any disease before taking that policy, please declare, because tomorrow if you have not declared, they will find out. Once they find out, they'll outsource you, they'll ostracize you. You will not get insurance. The IRDA is now going to start a national health register. Anybody who has got any medical insurance, his records will be part of the common pool. So even if you lie, your medical history, if you have used insurance, will be available with IRDA. So my history of any claim I have will be with all insurance companies. So better to say what problem you have, pay the extra premium so that tomorrow they will give you insurance. These are the only two insurance we require. We insure our car because it is by law. You have to insure it. But we neglect to do term and health insurance. You as ladies must definitely do it for your family. That is the first step. नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। हमने बेंगलुरु की इवेंट के बाद इवेंट सऊदी अरेबिया में होल्ड करने की डिसीजन ले ली है। 22 सितंबर को हम रियाद में एक इवेंट कर रहे हैं और 29 सितंबर को हम जिद्दा में मिल रहे हैं। जो भी मुझे मिलने चाहते हैं तो और सऊदी में रहते हैं, उनको रियाद में 22 सितंबर और जिद्दा में 29 सितंबर मिलेंगे। जो मुझे मिलने की इच्छुक हैं वो नीचे दिए गए ईमेल आईडी में मेल भेज सकते हैं और व्हाट्सएप नंबर से हमें संपर्क कर सकते हैं। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद।